bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Our topic today is the Miss Dig 811 campaign. Here to discuss it with us is the CEO and Executive Director for Miss Dig, Kathie Fournier. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. My pleasure.
What exactly is Miss Dig?
Miss Dig is the statewide call before you dig notification system. It allows people to call our office and let us know where they're going to be digging at, so we can notify the utility companies. They can come out and put paint flags in the ground, let them know where those underground utility lines are at. Nobody really knows where they are.
When they call Miss Dig, are they calling Consumers Energy? Are they calling a utility? Or are they just, who is Miss Dig?
Miss Dig is strictly a call center.
Okay.
And we're a not-for-profit organization, and we've been in business for 40 years. And so they call us to find out where those utilities are and who they are. A lot of times they don't even know who their utility company is, especially an excavator coming new to the area. He doesn't know that it's Consumers or Detroit Edison, just who is the utility. So we're able to help them with that information.
So this new campaign, the 811 campaign, is somebody needs to call somebody to find out what utilities might be underground. They don't know the phone number, they just call 811?
Exactly. We have a toll-free number that's been in existence for all these years, but about 3 years ago, the Department of Transportation was able to convince the FCC to give us the last 3-digit dialing number. So no matter where you are in Michigan, as a matter of fact, no matter where you are in the country, if you dial 811, you're going to get to the local one call center for that state.
Who can call Miss Dig? Just excavators, or can I, local homeowner, I'm looking to put in a new fence post and I need to know if I can dig, can I call Miss Dig?
Oh, sure, and we encourage homeowners to do that because they're the ones that, obviously do not know where the underground utility lines are at or even aware of them and don't realize how deep they are. Nobody knows. So you want to first be able to find out where are they located. And we'll take that information, where you're going to dig, send it out to the utilities, and they'll be out there with paint and flags, color-coded paint and flags.
How much is this going to cost me when they all have to come out and flag my property?
Oh, that's the best part of it. It's free. The cost is free. The phone call is free. And it's a safety system. Safety in the fact that if you were to hit underground utility line, not only will you interrupt your service, possibly your neighbors, but also hitting an electric or gas line can be hazardous to you and could cause injury.
Are there a lot, and forgive me for being naive, of underground electrical and gas lines under my personal property of my house?
Very much could be, especially if you're in a new subdivision. Most new subdivisions today definitely have underground telephone, cable, and electric. Of course, the gas and the water and the sewer are underground, but in the new subdivisions, people are definitely putting all their electric, telephone, and cable under the ground.
So I'm only digging a foot or two down, I'm doing some very minor work. At what point do I decide I need to make a call to Miss Dig?
You need to call anytime you're going to dig. It's a state law in Michigan, as a matter of fact. Yes, it is. And so it requires you to call before digging, get the lines marked, and then dig with care. It's like I said, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take that call. And the utilities, will mark appropriately. But they do need the 3 days, the state law requires. In an emergency, though, we're there all the time.
So if you are anticipating having to dig next weekend, for example, give folks at least 3 days notice, and do they come out fairly timely in most cases?
Yes, they do. State law, again, requires not only for the person to make the call, but for the utilities to also mark within those 3 days. So they're out there, they put the flags, the paint in the ground, so you know the direction of the utility companies and where they're going to go into your home.
What else is under there? There's gas, there's electric. Do you have cable, phone,
telephone,
other stuff we don't know about?
Well, basically your basic utilities, yes, telephone, electric, cable, phone, and your sewer is down there depending on how deep you're going to dig, but all those utilities are underground. Now, they do not mark things that you might have put there yourself, like your lighting, your private lighting. But
Gotcha.
Main thing is call 811 before you dig.
Great advice. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
For more information on today's topic, you can head to missdig.org. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Kathie Fournier, the CEO and Executive Director of Miss Dig.